When it comes to taxes, it's more about what you know than it is what you owe. And the more you know, the less you may owe. So everybody's going to want to pay attention to this segment because we've got tax relief lotion for the tax sunburn on your pocketbook is what I would like to say. So here's the deal. People are largely dependent on their tax preparer for ways to reduce their taxes. And tax preparers actually don't study that. In fact, CPAs, and we employ CPAs at WealthCare, CPAs don't really know the rules of the tax code that allow you to reduce income taxes. In fact, in accounting school, taxes only get a couple of pages in the textbooks, and a 4-year accounting degree only has about 2 hours worth of total tax lectures. So a lot of times we're introducing tax strategies that are new even to CPAs. In fact, one of my colleagues was recently flying on an airplane. He was sitting next to an auditor from the IRS. Now, if anybody knew taxes, it ought to be that guy. And so in flight, they were discussing tax strategies, and the IRS auditor hadn't heard of these tax strategies. He didn't know about them. Now, at WealthCare, our CPA is actually a former IRS revenue agent, and he confirmed for me that when he worked for the IRS, he didn't know about these strategies that we regularly use today. And therefore, he had to be educated on them, but he never ran into them because nobody was using them, because people didn't know about them. They were just doing what their uninformed tax preparer was telling them to do, which was write a check. And we're trying to reduce the size of that check.